Hey, Bob Nolan here, provoking thoughts about some uncomfortable realities. God has a lot of names besides God. Some of them are pretty famous, you know, the Good Shepherd, the Light of the World, or the Son of God. There may be 50 different names of God, Old Testament, New Testament. They all describe some huge, important, essential part of who He is. And they are all really good, except maybe one. Did you know that one of Jesus' names is offense? It's prophesied about Him in the Old Testament, mentioned again in the New. He was called the Rock of Offense. That doesn't sound very good, does it? How would all you guys like to be called an offense? Okay, see? Me neither. When offenses happen, people get offended. So as negative a word as offense is, it must be meaningful if it's one of God's names. Yeah? So I thought I'd check it out. Turns out in the original language, the word for offense is scandalon. Yeah, like scandal. The word literally means to trip over something, you know, like a rock, or even to get caught in a trap. So an offense is a scandal. It's bigger than irritation, it's stronger than disappointment, and it's even deeper than being disgusted with something or someone. And an offense is something that scandalizes you. It does more than mess up your day. It disturbs your life. Jesus was a scandal even before He was born. Think of it. Mary's announcement that she was pregnant must have shook up the family and the synagogue in Nazareth. And then I don't know what she did, but maybe she announced, God is this baby's father. Can you imagine the scandal? She hastily left town for the hill country to her Aunt Elizabeth's house. Talk about a scandal. Then the boy grows up and tells the ruling religious class that their religion sucks. Excuse me. He upset the status quo and told them their traditions had invalidated the very words of God that they supposedly were supposed to believe and teach. He was a scandal then and he's a scandal now. They assassinated him for it. He was and is the most hated person in the land of Israel and now on the whole planet. Is there a religion more hated and persecuted than Christianity? By the way, he even warned his apprentices about it. At the Last Supper, He said, if they persecuted me, they'll persecute you too. You think? Well, this little provoker is less about God and more about the likes of you and me. I've been irritated and disappointed and even disgusted by people in situations at times. I can usually get over those moments pretty quick. There's the little annoying moments of life. But to be offended, scandalized, that's another deal. Then we're talking about things like betrayal or harmful deceit or an unfaithful spouse or a cheating business partner. Maybe you've trusted someone for a long time and then found out you were being lied to. How about a trusted friend that sides with your enemy in a crisis? Someone or something that doesn't just rock your boat, kind of capsizes it, and you suffer life-changing harm. That is an offense. That's a stumbling block. That's a scandal. I like to express positive stuff here, even if it's controversial, but the subject of being offended is anything but positive. But it is a biblical theme that stands out if you're willing to take a look at it. To be truly offended usually takes someone close to you. Many things can irritate, disappoint, or disgust you, but to be scandalized requires some unexpected shock from an unexpected source. You know what I mean? Jesus was simultaneously the greatest person and the biggest scandal that ever lived. Some offenses are really bad, but then again, some scandals are necessary to rock boats that need to be rocked, yes? Perhaps you've been offended. It's a healthy thing to be willing for you and me to recognize it if we have. so we can effectively deal with it. And don't be surprised when your faith in the rock of offense causes you to be a scandal. Well, there's more provocation to come on this. This is just a little intro. But here's a hint. If you're involved with Jesus, the scandal, you've got a bit of scandal written on your insides. Maybe the only thing worse than being scandalized is being scandalized and being in denial of it. I'm Bob Nolan with Thought Provokers. Stay tuned. Part 2 is even worse. You take care.